this video, I ran the names of 3 Minecraft structures through Google Translate 100 times and then built whatever the result was. We ended up building some things that were pretty weird. Let's get straight into it. Starting with the Mineshaft. Okay, all I need to do is highlight Mineshaft, set this number here to 100, and then we wait, and this is me. Okay, I think I've got an idea for this one. Let's see. Okay, the first job is to find a mesa. Well, this definitely isn't a mesa. This is a savanna. We're getting closer, though. It's a shame there isn't a structure in the savanna. This place is epic. This also is not a mesa. I think I've just become very, very lost. Okay, I found one. Let's start building. Okay, so This Is Me is one of the big songs out of The Greatest Showman. So I decided to build a big top circus tent thing. Is that what they're called? So the first thing for me to do is to build a wireframe of our big top. So a tent is basically a piece of canvas over some metal poles. So I'm marking where our metal poles are, which are the wireframe things, and then everything else is going to kind of sag inwards towards them as they bend under the weight of the big top. Once our wireframe is done, I start to fill in the roof and the walls, and I am only doing a quarter of the build at the moment because I'm just going to copy and paste it all the way around. The walls of the tent are just going to be red with some bunting hung around, but for the roof that's a little bit different because we're going to have it red with white stripes. So for the roof I build out of iron blocks and gold blocks, which I'm going to set to red terracotta and white concrete later on. Now, any tent needs some pegs to pin it down to make sure that it doesn't blow away. So those ropes and pegs that are going to hold it down are exactly what I build next, out of netherite blocks, which I'm going to set to probably a wood type later on. Now I need to set the entire build to the correct colours. So I set the walls to red wool, and then I set the roof to white concrete and red terracotta. Now, the reason I used red wool and red terracotta instead of all just one is to create some differentiation between the roof and the walls of the tent. After that, I make some bunting to go around the outside of the entire tent, which will just add a little bit more interest to the walls. And then finally, I make a doorway or a parting in the canvas of the tent so that people can get in. Because the tent has now been finished, it's time to integrate it into the surrounding landscape. So I use my usual strategy of pink concrete powder with a world edit brush to just copy the mesa terrain and smooth out the area around where the tent is. I then set all of that pink concrete powder to terracotta, and then I light up the inside of the tent, and the great thing is that this light shines through the walls as well, which makes the tent kind of shine, especially in the night, throughout the mesa, which really makes it look more alive and like there's more going on in it. I guess I can't put it off for any longer, it's time to do the interior of the tent. I make a ring in the centre and line it with hay bales, which is where all of the acts will be taking place in this circus, and then I make some seating area for the audience. So here is the final product for our circus in the mesa. Let's move on to putting something else through Google Translate. Next up is the desert temple. Okay, so we're going to start on the Minecraft desert temple, and all I need to do is type it into this website and then press this button over here, set it to 100, and now we wait. Kind of suspenseful, honestly, you know? I'm kind of enjoying just sitting here waiting for it. But seriously, should I go and make a cup of tea or something whilst I wait for this to work? Oh, it's done it. Oh yes. Oh, yep, I'm here. Yep, cool. Yes, we can go again. So guys, what I really want to know is this a chatbot or a translator? Yeah, I definitely think it's a chatbot. I've been talking to it for the past 10 minutes, but I'll put in Desert Temple one last time, just to make sure. Oh. No, I cannot build a photog. That is bad. Okay, take 2. Let's see if we can do something actually usable and also not getting a 10-minute long conversation with a Google Translator bot. Monkey. Monkey? I think I can use monkey, you know. Whilst this character won't technically be a monkey, I've always wanted to build this, so let's go. Alright, I'll give you 3 guesses now about which character I'm about to build. Put it in the comments. Have you done it? Good. So, for those of you who got it right that the character was Donkey Kong, I know, not technically a monkey, as I said, you get to be proud knowing that you got it right. Whereas all of you people who lied and said that you got it right when you didn't, I want you to write me an essay saying why you felt the need to do that. Just really critically analyse it. Do that for me. So yes, the character was Donkey Kong, and I build up his figure using precious blocks because I'm addicted to them, and I've never actually built an organic that hasn't been human, a snake, or a beanstalk, so this was kind of a new experience building Donkey Kong. We're not just going to be building Donkey Kong, we're also going to be building that kind of famous level that everyone knows. I hope everyone knows it. I mean, it'd be kind of awkward now I've said that, wouldn't it? So after I've built Donkey Kong himself, I have to build the princess lady that's at the top. I was originally going to have her kind of sitting on the edge, and then I could do her in more detail but bigger, but I decided to just do smaller and a lot less detailed. After making Pauline, I move on to the rest of the level and the structure, and I'm going to have it kind of half buried in sand, so we're only going to be able to see 3 top levels of it. And I build the ladders, and then I put Mario on one of the ladders just behind it, and then I put some of the items that are left around on the level itself. I was also going to build one of those fire things, but didn't really turn out that well, so, you know. So here is the final product for our Donkey Kong build. Now let's move on to putting something else through Google Translate. Next up is Igloo, and I actually got the result straight away from this one, and that is building a house. And I've got a pretty great idea for this one. Let's get straight into building this time. Okay, so our next build is going to require some materials. So we're going to need for this some stone, which we can get over here. It's a good thing I've got this enchanted pickaxe. Ah, yes. This should do nicely. The stone has been got, so now it's time to get some wood. Man, I wish I had some sort of tool for this, but I really don't. The wood has also been got, and that should be pretty much all we need to build this lovely house. So I'm first just going to make a quick crafting table so that we can smelt some of this stone into smooth stone. Okay, so now that we've got our stack of stone, we need to start building. But first we need to hit it with this magic wand. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Did you think we were going to build this normal sized? No. We're going to build this massive. Yep. Yeah, I think that should just about do it. Yeah, nice. Okay, now we can build our house. I start by placing a few of our big stone blocks around in a kind of square shape. Now I want this house to look like it's still in the process of being built, so I make the bottom layer for the walls and then a few blocks on the top layer. Next, I magicas up a door, an oak door to be specific, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about it, to be honest. It's just the door. The last thing to do for this house is to do an interior. So I make a bed and a chest, and, well, that's literally all the interior has space for. Finally, we need a giant to stand here holding a big block so it looks like he's made it and not me, because I'm not a giant. So luckily, I managed to pay one on Fiverr to stand here for the rest of eternity for us. So here is our final product for our building a house, our igloo. But that is the last of our translations, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye! We need to talk. Guys, did I install? Has it done it? Ah. We've finished building the tent itself, so now it's time to really integrate it into the surrounding mesa landscape. So I used my usual strategy of red-pink concrete powder around the place. Wait, that didn't make any sense. Red-pink concrete powder.